Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest. Today, February 6th, was always going to happen. A smart aleck would say, yeah, every single day on the calendar happens every single year. But today, February 6th, was interesting because a buy now, pay later company that is called Openpay has collapsed and gone into administration. To be honest with you, I don't know much about this company apart from some interesting taglines. For instance, buy now, pay smarter, and also went back to their very first Appendix 4C, which was released in January 2020. And there was an interesting comment here from the CEO talking about how they want Openpay to be the go-to provider for responsible, financially savvy consumers. Unfortunately, for those consumers who are using or have been using Openpay services for their buy now, pay later needs, they won't be able to anymore because at this time, customers will no longer be able to use Openpay platform for new purchases, but are still required to pay any outstanding balances in accordance with their existing arrangements. And this is the announcement that all shareholders of Openpay dreaded to see on the morning of 6th of February 2023, appointment of receivers and managers. I think I might have made a little mistake in the previous slide when I said Openpay went into administration. There is actually a difference between administration and receivership. I might argue that receivership is worse because a company's management can't put their own company into receivership because receivership is actually initiated by those creditors or banks that believe that the business, in this case Openpay, cannot pay its debts. So that's a company who believes Openpay cannot pay its debts, I think is OP fiduciary. When a company releases an Appendix 4C, there is one section I like to look at, particularly for those companies that have debt. And we know Openpay definitely has debt because we have a company who has appointed some receivers for Openpay because they believe that the funds they have given Openpay will not be able to be paid back. And in Section 7, we can see the particulars of any facilities the company has and the amount of the facilities. For instance, Openpay has total financing facilities of 152.5 million, of which they are using 111.5 million of that. And then in Section 7.6, we can see the particulars of these facilities. For instance, and I'll just quote this, loan facilities in Australia consist of working facilities with A.H. Meaden and OP Fiduciary, which I believe is a company that appointed receivers, and a commercial bill with GCI Commercial Finance Fund and Fortress Investment Group. Around the time the market learned that Openpay had gone into receivership, so about 9 a.m., Openpay Facebook released this particular post, which was really interesting. It's time to spread the love. Our customer reviews always manage to put a smile on our face. And for me, it was most interesting to just look at the comments. So 44 comments, a lot of angry faces here as well. And some of these comments include some openness and transparency would be nice. Why can't we use Openpay at the moment? So apparently all during the weekend, no one could use Openpay's services. Why are you still spruiking your service? You have officially collapsed. And then another announcement, Openpay has collapsed straight after demanding I send a selfie to prove my ID. I refuse to do. And for the first and probably the last time ever, here is Openpay's chart. This is their daily chart going all the way back to when they listed on the ASX towards the end of 2019. And after COVID-19 financial panic, this was one of those beneficiaries. Share price actually went from about 25 cents to a high of $5. And at that high of $5, the market cap of this company would have been something like $500 to $750 million. And then the share price moved into a well-defined downtrend at the start of 2021 and just kept on dropping and dropping and dropping. And eventually, the share price closed before they went into receivership at 19.5 cents. So hopefully, you are not a shareholder of this company, and hopefully you did not buy in at the high at $5 back in July, August, September of 2020. That is all I have for this look at Openpay and their collapse into receivership. If you have any thoughts about Openpay, if you thought this was a fait accompli for companies like this, and you think other buy now, pay later companies will also collapse into receivership, board administration. I'd love to hear your opinion. But if you think complete opposite, if you think this will be the only company, only buy now, pay later company that goes through this scenario, I'd love to hear your opinion as well. Otherwise, I am not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.